back to another edition of Voices on the Hill. I'm your host, Corey King, and I'm here with the wonderful women's basketball players, Mariana, Alayzha, and Trinity. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this right now. I am not gonna call y'all by y'all government name because we kind of cool or whatever now. Yeah. But I'm gonna call you Mari, Lay, and Trent or Big Trent. I know you got an abundance of nicknames, but man, I appreciate y'all. I know y'all got busy, just got out of practice, but I appreciate y'all coming out, hanging out with me on the show. How y'all doing today?
Good. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good.
I'm doing good.
You
Long
all right?
Day.
How's practice? Do y'all have a good practice today?
Was good.
It's game day tomorrow.
Yes, it's strong game day.
I am dating the show. They're playing Newman tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go get a dub.
Yeah.
There in Newman or whatever.
Yeah.
Something slight.
Exactly.
Something slight. But we're kind of we're in kind of a weird spot because we're not in school. School starts next week. 2 thumbs down for sure.
Yeah.
Not excited about that. But what is this time like when you are in winter break and you're practicing and playing games and like everybody else is at the home chilling, but we're in full grind mode. Tell us what that's like.
I mean, it's definitely a grind for sure. We get a week off, so having that week off definitely goes by really fast. And I feel like a lot of people take that as a mental break and physical break as well. Our body needs a break. So coming back is a little harder, it's harder. And we had obviously really 2 hard teams to come back and play. So that made it even more harder and mentally tough. But I think that, us being in January now, we're back on our grind for sure, getting our feel for everybody else again and just as a team. So,
And how about for you, Mariana, something we'll talk about later from being from Brazil, like, you can't go home for a week, you know what I'm saying? You kind of stuck here for real. Yeah. So tell us about what that's like for you, being an international student athlete and not being able to go home for, the time of, the holidays when you really get to spend time with your family like normal people do.
Well, to be really honest, it sucks, to not be able to see my family. It being, around 6 years now that I haven't not been going home, especially, for Christmas break. Or not at all, actually, I just go home in summer, so. But it does suck, see everybody going to their families, spend time with them, and I just, spend time with, different families. Mm-hmm. It's not, always the same one. So I do be sad, sometimes, but I try to spend most of the time I can with my family on the phone. So, but it's also sacrifice that I gotta do to pursue my dream. So
that's the biggest thing. That's probably something we will all learn as a student athlete. And if anybody wants to get in this field, it's about sacrifice. Yeah. For us, football players, when I was playing, sometimes if you got lucky, if you had Thanksgiving. But if you're making it to the playoffs, man, we gonna miss Thanksgiving, and that's that's another time when you get to connect with your family and everything. But to continue on and kind of talking about being blessed to be able to be a collegiate athlete, you guys all have had kind of an individual story about either coming from JUCO, coming from a Division I to another Division II, and then now this is your second Division II. Kind of talk about you guys' individual stories of how you end up being at RSU.
For me, I spent 2 years at Little Rock, and it was a good experience for me. At that young age, being a freshman and then being a sophomore, it was a good experience. And then going to UCO, I met Coach Davis, and I'm really glad I did because she's how I ended up here. And I'm enjoying my time here. I'm glad I get to spend my 5th and final year with her and ready to go the rest of the season.
For me, I came from a JUCO. I went to NEO for 2 years, graduated there, and coaching was really strong for me, really close to those coaches. So
when you say you graduated, what did you graduate with from your JUCO?
General studies.
Okay.
I didn't know what I wanted to do. Okay. I'm the first one to go to college in my family, so I didn't really have nobody to look to. So I just graduated with my general studies, and then I came here to RSU, and obviously we had a coach change, so we had Coach Bent last year, and going through all that was a lot, and I just really wanted my last year to be important and be just positive, and so, I just that's all really I'm looking for in a coach. And I think Coach Davis definitely has that positive energy. And so, it's a good switch. I was definitely nervous, scared. I didn't know anything about Coach Davis. So like with that being a thing, it was really big for me because I'm really strong on knowing who my coaches are. So.
Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Eastern Wyoming for 2 years. I can't say I had the best experience over there because like I didn't really like it. Like it has coach problems and stuff. So I was really just, trying to get through it those 2 years. And then it was pretty hard for me, I ain't gonna lie. There's times I call my dad, like, buy my flight ticket right now, I'm going home tomorrow. Like, it was not a really good experience, but I feel like that made me stronger, to keep going. And then COVID hit and everything. So that's when I decided to leave and do my COVID year in another JUCO in Texas. Best year ever, best time I ever had in basketball in U.S. So my coach over there was Coach James. So glad I met him. I learned a lot from him. And I was really grateful to be at Kleinen one more year. And then I came to RSU. Of course, like we had Coach Ben stuff. I really came to RSU because my Coach James told me that it would be a good fit for me. And he knew the coaching and stuff. And I trust him a lot. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Why not? And then the whole year was another whole experience, but then with Coach James coming up, like I also, like Trinity, didn't know nothing about her, but meeting her, like I feel like she got the same energy as a lot of players on the team, and I think that's really important, and I really like that. Like I like the energy that she brings because I feel that's what we really needed in a coach, so yeah.
And, I definitely want to talk about, that transition. I know that you guys talked about it, fairly deeply and talk about more about, Coach Davis and what she brings and not just her energy just to y'all, but her energy just in the athletic department as a whole has been, so greatly appreciated. But Leigh, I do want to touch on kind of like, a lot of people get the misconceptions of what the difference between D1 and D2 is. Mm-hmm. And you had an opportunity to actually feel and experience that as a player. A lot of people can talk about it as a coach, but as a player, talk about what that, what the difference are and what that transition was like.
D1, it's much harder. You don't get summer breaks. Your Christmas break, you're leaving on Christmas Eve. You're coming back the 26th. So it was good for me to go from D1 to D2 because it was just so much more relaxed. And you get to see your family more. You get to, breathe. In D1, you're just going really hard, like in the weight room, at practice. We would practice for 3.5 hours and just, it was just really hard. So I didn't mind the transition to D2. It was much more like I feel like I could enjoy basketball. Mm-hmm. And I think D2 is a good division. I don't see anything wrong with it, and I like where I'm at with it.
And for you two, for being a JUCO has this negative connotation to it. That you going to JUCO, there's something wrong with you, what's going on?
It does, but I feel like JUCO humbled me in life a lot. It humbled me a lot, and I really think that some people need to go JUCO before they just go D1. If it's, I started playing basketball in high school, so I didn't really get the full effect like everybody else did. So going JUCO was very smart for me because I still needed to learn skills and just things like that. I'm still learning every time I play. So I think JUCO was the best decision I made personally. And I didn't know too much about college. And so I wanted to go somewhere that I know I could graduate and do good in and not just go just because and then end up quitting. I wanted to go somewhere I felt comfortable and I probably could have went somewhere else, but JUCO was my best decision that I've made for myself personally.
And it's such a, you bring up, it's changing. The landscape of college athletics is changing so much. D1s ain't really giving out scholarships to high school kids anymore. So these high school kids are, starting to realize, or at least I hope that they're starting to realize, D2 is now D1. Because you got to find a way to get tape. Because then you can always go up, you know what I'm saying? or, JUCO is going to have to maybe an option for you too. So I'm interested to see over these next, 5 to 10 years, how many kids from high school go to more D2s and how that elevates the level of play of D2s, and see how that transitions. But to get back to the point of, Coach Davis, and I have an honor and a privilege to kind of, work with y'all a little bit, what I'm saying? I feel like I'm like an honorary GA for y'all, whatever. Talk about what her presence has been like for the team. I know you talked about her energy and how she matches the team in certain ways. Talk about like what she means to you personally as a player and as a person too. Because as coaches, and I was in a coaching role for a little bit. It's not just about the X's and O's and the games and stuff. We got to know you guys as human beings. Like, who are you off the court? What's your personal life like? What are your interests? Because that's how you build relationships to, extend the test of time beyond the 4 or 5 years you're at a campus. But go back into, Coach Davis, what does she mean to y'all?
So for me personal, like I'm a pretty loud person.
Wait, what? You? Get out of town. I didn't even know.
Everybody that knows me, I'm pretty loud, I'm always like with everybody, talk with everybody, easy to make friends, And then I had some coaches, then like sometimes I speak loud, but I don't even notice that I'm being loud. Or sometimes it's just like, oh, we joke and stuff, and then be like, damn, bro, be quiet, like, you being too loud. And then sometimes that would be like, pull me like so down, because like that's who I am. That's how I am. That's how my family is. If you mean how my whole family, we loud, So it's like sometimes I would really be like, damn, like I can't even be myself around these people, and that really like sucks, because like I don't have family here. So like y'all my family, like y'all my people, and I want to feel comfortable around y'all, 100%. And Coach Davis, she came in, she's loud, she make everybody laugh and stuff. And I really also saw myself a little bit on her, because like, example, Coach Pitts one time, she was like, oh, I'm getting used to Coach Davis, because like before, like years before, people would come in, sometimes when I even say good morning, whatever. It's like, Coach Davis, you can tell she's coming because you can hear her from all the way and then up the hall, And that's like how I am too, So Coach Davis for me, it's really like she make me feel comfortable around her. Like I can be myself around her. Like I don't feel judged by her, how I felt before. So I really love that about her, besides the energy and everything,
Yeah, I respect that. I love that.
My personal experience with Coach Davis, coming from UCO and like seeing her as an assistant coach and watching her grow to be a head coach, like it's been really cool for me, and I'm really proud of her. But she's just like, she's really understanding. Like she really does love and care about us. And it's hard to find coaches who are not just like worried about your skill set on the basketball court or in the weight room or anything, or the classroom. Like she's just very supportive and she cares about us. And that's like one of the reasons I came here, was to just be with her, and because I just know she's a good person as well as a good coach, and I got full trust and belief in her.
Coach Davis is a good coach. I appreciate her for just trusting me to do what I do, and also believing in me, because I tend to get down on myself a lot in the game. So I feel like having a coach that has good energy and, believes in her players is very important and very strong. So, I think she's cool.
She's smooth. I love Coach Davis.
Yeah, she cool. She cool enough. But yeah. Nah, she, I echo all those things. I'm a person, I've been able to be blessed to be around so many different types of coaches. And, you always, as a former athlete or an athlete, you kind of like evaluate coaches like, is that somebody I want to play for? Mm-hmm. That'd be somebody that I would be like, yeah, I'd definitely go play for Coach Davis, just because of how she treats y'all. Even in the game, when you make a mistake, like I can tell, like she gonna correct you. She ain't happy about what had transpired on the court, but it's still out of love. And you know that at any point that she go to bat for you. You know what I'm saying? She going, you in a dark alley, that's somebody that you want with you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm, you guys are extremely blessed to have a coach like that. But beyond, being here in this moment, college basketball, college athletics in general causes a deep love for the sport that you play. talk about how that love began. You know what I'm saying? From the beginnings, you know, I know, Trent, for you, your love started not earlier than most people. You know, started at a pretty young, you know, pretty older age in ninth grade. So to kind of talk about how the love of basketball ended up getting you here.
Well, I started my sophomore year of high school. Noticed that, you know, me being big, like, go ahead and use it for something in life. You know what I'm saying? So, starting at Jinx, I liked my players, my teammates. That's where I met my friends. So the love started, you know, through there, because that's how I met. Majority of my friends are my basketball teammates, and that's how we met, was through basketball. Now I had problems with Jinx with, you know, coaches and stuff like that. So
Politics.
Yeah, the politics are really, really bad in Jinx. I mean, it's a 6A school, so if you go look at it, looks like a college. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of politics were going through there. So that was hard. But again, it was the people I met through basketball, where it took me, and, you know, how I've grown through life. It's not just on the court. It's just taught me to be humble as a person as well. So I think basketball has taught me a lot of different things and different aspects in life, and just, you know, just to believe in yourself outside of just what you're doing or what you think you're going to do. Something's going to change, and, you know, anything can change. So I think basketball has taught me a lot.
That's what's up.
Basketball for me, like she said, I'm just going to piggyback off you're big, like, you're tall, so kind of got thrown into, you know, playing sports.
Yeah.
I went to Union, and we were like rivals, like our schools are rivals, so that's a cool connection.
Yeah.
But I think basketball, I do love it a lot, but I feel like it's kind of kept me whipped into shape, if that makes sense. Kind of just like on the right track of, because some people that I've known from high school, you know, have babies and work at Walmart. Nothing wrong with working at Walmart, but I'm just saying, like, they don't, you know, like it's just kept me like on track and not doing crazy stuff and going to jail, and, you know, so I really appreciate it for that. It's really important. And I'm the first in my family to go to college too, so having the opportunity to play college basketball is just amazing. And now we're almost done. Seniors.
Ain't that crazy?
Hey.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. Don't worry about it. It's coming. It's on the docket.
So, well, Mika, I started playing basketball in Brazil. I was 10 years old. And actually, you being tall and stuff in Brazil, you play volleyball. It's not basketball. They don't really value basketball in Brazil. It's more soccer and volleyball. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll play volleyball. You know, I was thinking in my head, but never started. And then my cousin, she started coaching basketball in my city. Like, we play for cities over there. We don't play for college or high school like in the U.S.
Interesting.
Yeah, so, like, I represent my city. So she, you know, dancing on my stage, you know, dancing a lot. So I started playing for her, for my cousin, Luana. So,
Shout out.
Shout out to Luana. So I started playing for her. I just love it. Like, that's where the love does grow. I didn't really know myself until I started playing basketball. I feel like I found my identity in basketball. You know, I was like, all right, I can be used for something, you know. But at the beginning, I didn't really have support from my family. They're like, oh, basketball ain't going to take you nowhere. It's not going to give you nothing, you know. And I'm like, well, I'm trying anyways, you know. Like, I'm going to do it anyways, all I got to do. So my coach, she was a really big supporter, like, you know. And so that's when the love grows. Like, you know, I love my teammates over there. Just love my coach. Just everything about it. And my team was pretty good. So I played there until I was 17. You know, we won all the championship possibles, you know.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Slight flex,
And then when I was 17, I got offered a full ride to go to high school in Utah. So I did my junior and senior year in Utah for 2 years.
Okay.
And then that's when I went to college. But really started in Brazil when I was like 10, you know, 10.
Yeah.
I saw Michael Jordan because it was Michael Jordan at the time. So I'm like, oh, wow, he's really good. Like, I want to be like him, you know. Like, but yeah, it's really the whole, like, the people in Brazil and stuff. That's how the love really grows in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. You know what I'm saying? You don't, you know, if you don't get to, you know, talk to y'all, because a lot of times, the only times that we get to see y'all is on the court. And we don't really get to see and understand the love and the passion behind, like, why are y'all out there? You know what I'm saying? Because there has to be a why. But I do want to tag in, you know, with y'all being, you know, rivals in high school, y'all played each other. Did y'all, you know, have, you know, battles against each other? You know what I'm saying?
Me and Lay, we were both fives at the time. And, you know, Lay was strong. I was strong, but I was still learning basketball. She, you know, she was Lay. So I think the only thing I made her struggle in was me going to get them rebounds. So I think, like, that's where, you know, we was pushing each other around, you know.
Girls being girls on a basketball court. And then our schools were, like, already rivals, like Jinx and Union, like, but it's, like, in football and everything. So it was always, like, kind of serious to us at the time.
That's what's up, though.
I think, like, we were probably the tallest in our division in 6A, because I think that, so it was like with me and her playing, that's like, I mean, there was so many people in the stands when, like, Jinx and Union would play. So.
Oh, wow.
Well, the big question is, who would have won every time? Who win, like, the games every time?
Union won.
Okay, I was like, I can't
like
really
I said,
remember.
we had that, our head coaches was,
Are y'all the same class? Like, y'all played, like...
No,
I'm younger.
She's a year below.
You're younger?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so
She's like 4 years senior, but I'm 5th year. Like, we're 5th year.
Yeah,
I know what it's like. Yeah, I was a 7-year senior. You know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, Corey, can you leave, bro? Like, you get up out of here? Like, I'm like, I got to use these eligibilities somehow, you know? I still got another year left just in case, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Life is crazy, man. Mar, I do want to talk about, like, you know, leaving. Always, you know, it's always super hard to leave home in general. It's always hard to transfer. And you may be in the same state. You moved across, well, not across the world, but
basically
up in the world, basically.
Basically did.
Tell us what that was like moving to Utah at a, you know, at a pivotal point in your life. Like, you know, junior, senior year is like the best time of your life. You know what I'm saying? You enjoying your friends that you've built, you know, your whole life. Tell us what that was like for you.
Okay, so I was 17, you know, still pretty young and stuff. Was just playing basketball and going to school. First when I received the offer, I was just happy. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I'm coming, you know. And then, but when I told my dad, he was like, you're not going. Like, the first time, he's like, you're not going. And I'm like, we'll see, you know. But then this coach from U.S., he came to Brazil. He talked to our families because it was me and my best friend. We went together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so he talked to us, explained everything. My dad was like, of course I'm going to let you go. Like, I know it's your dream. I always had the dream to come here. I feel like it's a lot of Brazilian players, the dream that play basketball is come to the U.S.
Okay.
So he always knew this is what I wanted. I ain't going to lie. Like, I was not, like, crying when I left my friend because I'm like, I'm going to the U.S. by myself, you know? Like, I was just living my life. Like, I was so happy. And then, like, you know, so I was like, at first when I went, like, my dad and mom all crying stuff at the airport. I'm like, peace out. I'm out of here, you know? But as soon as I got to Utah, first month, I'm like, oh, my gosh, I miss my family. Like, I didn't know it would be this hard. You know, even if the school gives you everything stuff, you go and live in my high school that I went was a boarding school, so they have, like, it looked like a college. They had, like, dorms. So the students, they live at the campus, you know? Okay. But my first 4 months, me and my best friend, we live with a family. So it was just so different, like, living with a family that have a totally different culture and stuff. And it was just, I'm just like, damn, I really miss my family. Like, I miss my people back home, you know? And this is hard. Like, when you're down, you got to get up by yourself because you can't go cry to your mom or, like, your family, like, brothers and sisters, you know? Like, you got to lift yourself by yourself.
100%.
And I did that a lot, like, through this whole years, you know? And at the same time, I was really happy for, like, a dream coming through. It was really, I think the hardest part was the English for me because, you know, my English still maybe suck a little bit sometimes. But I didn't speak English at all, like nothing. All I knew to say was, I don't speak English because my best friend teach me how to say literally when we was in the flight to Utah. So that would say, people would come talk to me, I would be like, yes, like yes, I didn't even know what they're saying, you know. So I think the English was the hardest part for me, but I was just so excited. Like I was just, you know, a kid happy,
Yeah.
dream coming true. So, but I didn't really miss my family after like the first 2-3 months, and then I basically just you get used to it. I ain't gonna lie, that's what you gotta do because I try to not think back home a lot because if I do, I'll get depressed. So
Yeah.
I just try to get busy with basketball in school and stuff. So.
No, that's
Yeah.
what's up. No, I definitely get that. That's kind of how I feel about like being here.
Yeah.
Like this is the furthest I've been from home in my entire life.
How far are you?
About like 10 hours or so. So
okay.
like,
It's kind of
you know, I
Yeah.
can't, you know, I can't
little
like,
drive.
in my
A big
car
drive.
won't make that trip done.
Oh, we know.
Watch your mouth. Don't be talking
Not
about
the
Joanne
car.
like that. Don't disrespect Joanne. Just in case y'all was
Sorry.
wondering who Joanne is. Joanne.
Did you
is-
drive it here?
We towed her here.
Oh, okay.
We told
yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah.
Joanne is a
crazy.
2000 white Subaru Legacy L hatchback.
Oh, it's a 2000.
Whoa.
Okay,
Yeah.
at least it's in the 2000s.
Well,
I thought he was
barely.
talking 19.
Like, that was
Barely, you know,
1985.
she a little beat up around the edges, but
Yeah.
you know, she
Just
she
a
get
little.
that point A to point B. Nah,
Yeah.
me, you know. But anyways, don't disrespect Joanne like that.
As
every
far as she
day.
makes the expo and
Any-
back, we good.
anyways, we're done with that. But you know, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? Being away so far away from family, and then now you got to build new connections. Obviously, I didn't have the English barrier. Y'all do got a little bit of a country accent now or whatever. But
Oh my god.
yeah, I'm playing.
Yeah, hopefully.
But I do want to talk about. I don't. Mark, are you the first one in your family to go to college too, or do you have other people?
Well, my sister did.
Okay.
She was my old sister. But, like, you know, nobody plays sports in my family
Right.
besides me.
Okay.
But, yeah,
But-
income also. I'm the first one to, like,
Come
get
here.
out of Brazil and stuff, too.
I got
so,
you.
yeah.
I got you. I do want you to talk about. I want you guys to talk about that and what that means for you and your family. You know what I'm saying? To be, you know, first generation, you know, college student, first person to get out of Brazil, and what kind of pressures that like makes you feel, and like how you overcame it, and now here y'all are, you know. Time's a ticking. Y'all about to be out here with a college degree for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, kind of talk about what that means for y'all.
I would say for me, pressure, it was a lot for the first like 2 years. Now it's just kind of like, I'm going to get through it. I'm going to go do it. I want my degree. Really, that's just where it was. And I feel like it gives me more respect a little bit in my family. You know, I did have respect, but I just think now it just gives me more respect from them and for myself that, like, yeah, you can go do something different. You don't have to be, you know, like what they're doing. Go do something different. I also came from a single mom, so she didn't, you know, we didn't come from money, so she didn't really have a lot. So I think her seeing me do this and, you know, live on my own and do my own thing, it really makes her happy. So, you know, my brother's not going to go to college. He's special needs, and my sister just kind of, it's my sister. She does her own thing. So, you know, for me, I just really wanted to do it for myself and for my mom. Just, you know, to have, you know, something for her to be proud about too. So
Yeah,
share it with her a little bit.
most definitely.
College for me being the first, I really do it for my great grandma because she was a basketball player and she didn't get the opportunity because they didn't have women's basketball where
She's
you
so
could
cute.
get scholarships and like do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I do that a lot of it for her, but my whole family kind of pushes me. Sometimes it gets stressful because it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm good. I'm gonna finish, I promise. But I also want to be an example for my sisters and especially my one who's a sophomore in high school and she's trying to, you know, she plays sports and she's trying to get to college too. And I'm just trying to like show her that you can finish and that even when things are hard
Yeah.
and it's tough to play college sports sometimes and to do your classes and be on top of things that like it is possible.
100%. 100%.
Well, so you want to know how... I'm sorry. I forgot for me.
What was it like? What is it like for you to be, you know, the first person to, you know,
Yes.
in your family to come to America and to be succeeding, to be a college athlete, about to have a degree, all that jazz?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I came out, really just trying to make my mom, my dad proud. You know, like even if at the beginning they didn't support me on basketball, I want to show them like basketball took me somewhere, and it is doing good for me, and it's still gonna do when I'm done with college. You know, there was a lot of people that doubted me, like when I came. A lot of people saying that because back home my cousin was my coach, so I know there was a lot of, oh, it's her cousin, of course she's gonna start the game. It's her cousin, of course she's gonna go. You know, so I want to also show people I know I got here because I got talent. Like, I'm good in what I do, you know? Yeah. And I did had a lot of pressure because, like, even if I did got full ride on everywhere I went, it is a lot of money that my family had to put it on for me to come here, you know, flight tickets, visa, all that thing. It is expensive, especially in Brazil. So I gotta honor my family, you know, my dad for that, because like it is a lot of money. I don't want to just throw all that away and then just like quit and not finish, you know. So I did have a lot of pressure on me, you know, first kid, 17 years old, going away from home, you know, living by myself and everything. I was trying to make sure I had good grades, keep myself in track and everything. But it's really like, people doubting me really inspired me to like keep going. Yeah. So I'm just so excited to like graduate, and as a fifth year, you know, I'm pretty old too, you know. So everybody make a joke of me, they're like, hey, you're gonna finish school when you're 25. I'm like, oh, at least I'm finishing. So
it don't matter how old you is, get the piece of paper. Let's say you're certified or something. No matter how old you are. So
I'm just really excited to like this step after, you know, I graduate and everything. I'm just happy I got it done, you know. Don't matter how I did it. So that's what it is. But
I know.
Hey, I'm excited for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will, you know, for sure be at y'all commencement to watch y'all walk across that stage, because it is so hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we do, what people don't, the things that they don't see when your body's fatigued, you are mentally exhausted. You got to perform on the court. You got to hold up in the grade book. You got morning practice, and you go to the next class at 8 a.m., and you are trying your hardest not to hit the snooze button and go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like, you know, I hope that people, you know, through these conversations get to appreciate the things that we do to, you know, make this brand better. You know what I'm saying? And also make our lives better. You know what I'm saying? For when y'all step outside of these, you know, these walls, and y'all able to support yourselves financially and, you know, assist with your family and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, we'll pass on with this, you know, the little heavy stuff. We'll get, you know what I'm saying? Shake that off real quick. I would like to talk about, you know, we can talk about sports all day because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? But we also have lives, you know, outside of this, you know, outside of this ring and this arena. So, Trent, I want to start with you. You mentioned your brother, and I had an honor to work with somebody with, you know, a physical disability. You know, a young man had cerebral palsy, and I remember how much that meant to me. At the time of working with him, man's actually saved my life. You know, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was in a real dark spot in that point in my time when I was working with him at the height of when I was working with him. And I'm so grateful for him. So I want you to talk about what that is like for you to be a sister of, you know, somebody that has, you know, some disabilities.
Yeah. It's a blessing. It really is. You know, some people might think, you know, it's a handful. It definitely is a handful, but it's a blessing because they are the happiest people you would ever meet, and they go through the most. Yeah. My brother had a stroke in my mom's stomach when she was pregnant. Oh, wow. So she had him at 32 weeks, and so he was real small. His heart wasn't going, and you know, they got it going. He went into the NICU. Then he got life flighted to Oklahoma City. So for 7 months, he was having a shunt surgery. So that basically he has a lot of fluid in his brain. So it just kind of, it's like a tube that goes all the way down his neck, and he like pees it out basically. Yeah. And it kept malfunctioning for 7-8 months. So every month that he was alive for about 8 months, he was having a surgery on his head. So that was a lot. I was young. My mom, you know, single mom, and was a lot for her. So now getting older, learning who he is, it's a blessing. It's really hard, not being able to take him wherever I want. Because, it gives them anxiety, big crowds. And so when I saw the cheerleaders take a picture with him, it melted my heart. And he's just a really, really important part in my life. And he makes a difference. You meet him and you just feel that connection as soon as you meet him. He's awesome. He's my everything for sure. So.
Oh, that's beautiful. Just, heartstrings are being pulled, as we talk. But, there's this comedian who talks about same thing. Like when you're people on the outside who don't know people who have disabilities, they're like, and they are the happiest, funniest. Yeah. Like my buddy, who I worked with, he's like a brother to me. Makes the most uncomfortable jokes because he has a chair and everything. He'll say something like, they'll be like, Dane, blah, 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 come with us. And he'll be like, oh yeah, I'll walk there. Yeah. He can't walk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's like in the chair, so people are like, freeze. Yeah. And they're like, and he's like, I'm playing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but he just makes it, he makes it fun because he knows it's his circumstance. Yeah. It's just what, that's the cards that he dealt.
That's their life, and they're going to make the best out of it. And
exactly.
When Marty came over, he was flirting with Marty. So he had the cheerleaders that night. Shout out to the cheerleaders. Thank y'all. But he had the girls, and then he had Marty. So he had about 12 girls that night.
He was feeling himself.
He was feeling himself.
Man say the same thing. He said, it's the chair. And now he's a service dog. So now he had a chair and the service dog. Yeah. I'd be like, all right, man, you gotta chill. You gotta chill out. Go somewhere with yourself. Yeah. But I appreciate you sharing that with us. That's a beautiful thing for sure. But I do another quick little pivot. I want to preparation for games. I know that for me, music was the thing that helped me prepare for games. Is that a similar thing for y'all? Do y'all use music as your way to
I like to listen to Beyonce.
Beyonce is your person?
She's my favorite of the faves.
I do want y'all to, to kind of, I call it the Mount Rushmore of your artists, of people who you love and enjoy. Share with us who are your, some of your favorite artists, your 4 favorite artists that you go to.
Ooh. I really don't know, honestly.
I just got a main one, and that's Beyonce.
That's Beyonce?
I mean, if I'm feeling too lit, I'm ready to just smack down on this game, I want to come for everybody's necks. Yeah. That's when I'm feeling like that. Yeah. I'm going to listen to Nicki Minaj.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, Nicki Minaj is a good one.
I mean, her new album, Beep Beep, all that, I would listen to. Because it was I'm ready to get on these girls' necks.
Yeah, okay.
Looking up her Spotify playlist.
Yeah, because I'm like...
There's nothing wrong with that. Go ahead. Do what you got to do.
I listen to everything, really. But I feel there's one song I got to listen every time before game day, but it's a Brazilian song.
Okay, share it with us. Let us know. Put us on game.
What's the one I like? It's bad.
That was bad. That was she knows
bad, but I like the way it sounds.
Too much bad words on
it. School
We're not talking.
Yeah.
I like Megan Thee Stallion, Future and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Okay. Oh yeah, Future, because Future gonna talk his stuff.
Yeah. She belong to the streets.
Yeah.
But I pretty much listen to everything. But there's this song that is called. But it's I look to the heaven, whatever. Yeah. But
what is it
it's
called?
Not gospel.
What is it called?
In Portuguese?
Yes.
Apontei pro céu.
Okay.
It's
look
not
it up,
a gospel music or anything.
Talk about spell it.
It's not.
We'll put it right here on the screen.
I'll edit that in.
The music is it really talks about why not me? So I gotta listen to a song and I listen it 10 times before the game. It's not one time thing,
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna lie, my favorite artists in the U.S. I like a lot Little TJ. Not a lot of people like him, but Little TJ.
Oh, Little TJ.
Yeah, I really like him. I ain't gonna lie, but I love Summer Walker too. So, R&B music, 2000s.
You little R&B.
Really yes.
Your heart and your soul. Yeah. I'm a Giveon kind of guy.
He's pretty good too.
Yeah, give me some Giveon. I really like James Jacob Banks.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I would have helped you out, but I just
It's
don't
fine.
know.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
But music. There's two things in this world that cross all cultures: music and food. It's something that I love talking about in the show because, like, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like who like what. I remember we was talking to one of the cross country girls, and she's like, "I love Mediterranean food." Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That was that was an interesting way to go. I wasn't expecting that, but she's like, my grandfather's Mediterranean. Got it. Makes sense now. You know what I'm saying? But I do. If you could have, like your one last meal, what would you have for this?
Don't take
for this
mine.
Can we put it like random stuff together?
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I would do a seafood boil.
Really?
Ooh, what you having in the seafood boil?
What I'm having, and there's no price limit.
No, there's not.
All right,
So you know that when people are put to death,
They get
they get their last meal.
Yeah,
They get to choose whatever they want.
Yeah, I
No matter what
want
it is.
king crab legs.
Talk to them.
Yeah, and I want lobster tail,
Well,
shrimp, no head. Don't play with me with that. I like.
but the lobster head is fine.
No, because usually they cut it off for you.
I know.
So I just want the tail.
I'm
That's why I
playing with
said
you.
lobster tail.
I'm playing
Okay.
with you.
Shrimp, no head, and I
Chops.
like black mussels. Just a half a pound will do. I
Okay.
don't need the whole pound.
Bark, bark.
But I would like a pound of sausage.
Yes.
And I would like 4 corn, 4 potatoes, and 4 eggs.
Thought about this before.
Yeah, and I like the seafood, like boil sauce, that brown sauce, and I
Yeah.
want an extra side on the side.
Right.
Yeah, so I can dip it in there. And I want some lemons on the side too.
How many lemons you need?
Maybe like 2 cups full, because I like to.
2 cups full.
Yeah, I like to drench it.
Wowzers.
And can we get a drink too?
Please.
I would like a strawberry limeade with strawberry lemonade, my bad, with extra ice.
Why extra ice?
I like
you
it cold.
You're getting less juice.
We can get a little refill, right? Can we get a refill?
No refill.
Okay,
I'm
then no
playing. I'm
extra
playing
ice.
with you.
No extra ice.
It's like I said, Chili said the big old jug.
Yes,
Hey
we
man,
can't
I was
refill
it.
maxing on that strawberry
But
juice.
just
man.
hot and ready.
I wish
Cool.
I could eat that.
Yeah. What, seafood?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
you know
But
I
what you
can't.
mean? You never tried it before.
She's allergic,
I'm
right?
allergic.
She don't
to
know.
shellfish.
Did you try it? Have
No,
you
that's dangerous.
Why would you try? Why would you want
That's
to
why
set
we
yourself
get you
up?
an EpiPen and get your thigh.
But that's my meal.
Is that crazy work? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.
Sounds like a good little setup though.
Yeah, it's a great
Yeah,
setup.
that's definitely smack.
Mine is random. I would want cream cheese wontons, pepperoni pizza,
Ooh, that comes.
chicken Alfredo from Olive Garden, a Caesar salad, and some chocolate cake,
I forgot the
and
dessert.
probably a strawberry lemonade too, or a
Yeah.
regular lemonade. Like that just hits. Actually, a cherry limeade slush from
Yes.
Sonic.
If Zeke make it,
Is there a Zeke there?
Zeke, yeah,
Who's
it's his
Zeke?
name.
At the
Sonic right there. Yeah, we best friends.
I need a cherry limeade slush
His
in my
name is
last
Zeke,
meal.
and he makes the best cherry limeade slush you will ever taste.
I don't know what it is about Claremore, but Claremore got some like really good people make because the
Yeah.
Caribou or Starbucks or whatever the place that's called Juan over there. Like people love Juan. Juan be making some good drinks over
Yeah.
there. Now we got Zeke. Shout out Zeke.
Shout out to Zeke.
All right,
Sonic.
Zeke be
Yeah,
doing
he
the
be
thing.
doing the thing.
Doing the thing.
Okay, so people are gonna be like, ugh, that's disgusting.
No, don't do that. You fine.
It's fine.
You good. I already know what you.
good.
I already know
You
which one. I
already
already know
know.
which one she's gonna say too. I feel like.
Okay,
Get
so
that chicken.
the chicken heart gotta be there. The chicken heart.
Okay, do you
love
like
chicken
just
heart.
eat one? Like how many chicken hearts do you need? How many chickens
I
are we
need,
plucking hearts out of?
Oh, so
That's
okay, so we do
crazy.
the chicken heart like on fire, like like on fire. You put it and let it cook. I probably would
Like a fireplace, like a fire pit.
No, like fire, like when you do steak and stuff.
Like on the
It's
rotator, like
yeah,
the,
like
like
you
the
put
nutrition
it-
chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
okay.
So
Now we on the
I
same
need
page.
like probably like 50, 100 chicken
Oh
hearts. Like,
my god!
Wait,
Big
how
are
big
they?
are
Like
yeah,
this
hold
big?
up.
they're like
Oh,
this
okay.
big.
Oh, they're
they're
little.
small. Yeah, they're little. They're not
chickens.
too
So
big.
how do you
They
feel when
are
you
like
eat it?
Huh? It's good. It's like it's like a maso, but it's good.
No, I'm saying, do you feel bad for eating the heart?
No.
No.
Wow.
Give me all
eat
the
the whole
chicken
We're
hearts.
already eating their legs, their breast. Like,
Yeah.
I'll eat the
Yeah.
heart
Their
too.
feet. My
Yeah.
mom loved chicken
Oh, chicken
feet.
feet
Chicken
sounds
feet is good.
scary.
Yeah, I'm down for some
love
chicken
those.
feet.
Okay,
They are-
so chicken
Chicken,
hearts.
the neck.
Okay.
That's, okay, so I need, so I need the neck. I need the heart.
You just want
I
the whole
need-
chicken.
No. I need my mama's lasagna. the best one y'all ever gonna eat.
You said lasagna?
Yes,
Okay.
my mama's. It gotta be my
That's
mama's.
fine. I just want to make sure
Nobody
you said
else.
lasagna.
Yes. Probably some. I like banana. Like we fried the banana. You know the bananas.
Is it actual bananas or is it plantains?
The plantains bananas?
Okay.
Yeah, gotta be those ones.
Just to clarify.
But like I feel like they're so small in here. In Brazil, they're big. So I don't.
Bro,
it gotta be the Brazilian bananas.
Y'all
The
grow them there.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
our food
Yeah.
is good anyway.
We don't.
So
Y'all got
ours
the,
is
A lot of things is
Yeah.
different
y'all
here.
can grow them there.
I want that, and then I want for dessert. I want my mama's chocolate cake, the best one ever too. My whole team in Brazil loved it. Every time we travel, I had to take one. So it's really good.
The whole chocolate cake?
Yes,
Oh,
for the whole team.
Oh, okay.
You brought it back?
It would be all gone. Like so, and I would want a cherry limeade and a coffee from Brazil.
A coffee?
Yes, we got the best coffee ever. Come on.
Oh, I thought you said a call from Brazil.
No, a
So I
coffee.
was like,
I'm trying to tell you, we'll be having subtitles.
it's like okay.
Right, sorry, y'all, if y'all can understand my accent. My bad.
I can understand you.
Subtitles for Mari, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
put it,
I'm
you
playing
know,
with
the
you.
thing when I'm
my
talking.
stepmom's Jamaican, and when she be getting mad, she be getting her accent out. You be like, huh? You be looking at her sidelines like, I know that wasn't English.
And I really
and she be
feel I
like,
don't
"That's
have
plain
one."
English, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. Merch. If I were to, have to have my last meal, I for sure got to have me some mac and cheese, deep dish, or baked mac and cheese.
Who's cooking it?
My mom, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Somebody will come. You know what I'm saying? Somebody.
Yeah, I'm
Somebody
like,
will- somebody
who's
will come.
cooking that mac
Yeah,
and cheese?
see, look, I don't play around, bro. I be asking people. They be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have mac and cheese." Who making it?
Yeah, who made
Where's
it?
Where's it coming
Shoot,
from?
where'd it come from?
What's your ingredients? Belvita is not an option. Take the Belvita, throw it in the trash. Go ahead and make me your roux. Anyways, don't get me started. I want some like seafood fried rice with like clams, shrimp, and some crab in the. Give me like some shrimp Alfredo. That'd be gas. Homemade, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I want the whole thing. I guess you gotta have some chicken in there. I need some chicken.
Got to.
I need like a strawberry Fanta, some apple juice, and a glass of milk.
A glass of milk?
Yeah, man. Sometimes a good old glass of milk be
should've
going
included
crazy.
Have you ever
in
tried
mine.
milk with ice in it?
No.
You tried that?
Love it like that.
Really?
That's how you drink
Really?
it.
With ice in it?
It's ice
So you be at the
cold.
calf,
No,
Not the-
I'm
She
never
don't
at the
even
calf.
go to the
calf.
bro. You and ice.
Yeah, I like my drinks freezing cold,
So you don't want to drink it. You just want it just.
ice cold.
What's wrong?
Don't
Milk
the ice
ain't-
make your milk watery?
No, because I drink it fast enough. Like I'm not
What
gonna
kind of
sit
milk do
there
you drink?
2%.
Okay. I can
That's
do-
the blue one, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I
I'm
do.
like,
too.
that's the
Depends where
blue
you
one.
buying it
Like,
at, though.
100%.
Depends where you buying it at though.
Brahms or Walmart.
Okay.
Brahms has good milk.
Brahms has bomb milk.
I ain't never been to.
Brahms, I feel like their milk
like the
lasts a little
restaurant, bro,
longer.
Yeah.
or in their grocery store part.
Like in
The
the
Brahms
grocery
is a
store
weird
part.
Yeah.
spot, huh?
Their grocery store
Yeah.
part.
See, why do you have a restaurant with the grocery store?
To sell
Well,
their ice.
because
I
they
guess
got,
Hy-Vee does
they
that
got
too.
good produce though. Like they're known for like their
Okay,
ice cream.
we don't got
and
that
stuff
up north. We don't have
Well,
Brahms.
That's sad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Their ice cream is
well,
really
Corey,
good.
we talking about here.
I'm, I know where I'm
Oklahoma.
at. I know where my feet are landed at. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell me.
Yeah, I like ice in my milk.
Anyways, I think that's all the food I'd eat. To really be honest with you.
Okay.
But I do got one last going away question. You know what I'm saying? What would be like your perfect day? Like if you could do anything, and you could, you know what I'm saying? But what would be your perfect day? Like what would it consist of?
Go home and go to the beach.
What?
Go home.
Go home and
Go to the beach.
Oh, go to the
Because
beach.
like when I go home it's winter and when I come here it's winter, so I never get summer.
At the beginning of the school year, that little
Got
bit.
you.
of
Because
Right.
you gotta
Because
cross
summer
the
in
equator.
Brazil is right now.
Correct. Because you
So-
gotta cross the equator.
Yes. So
For example.
I would have just loved to go to my house in the beach with my family, enjoy the time with my family, my nephew,
Merch.
Miss my nephew, by the way. It's okay, he's my first nephew. And I just been missing him growing up a lot, miss him a lot. So I think that would be a perfect day. Like, get a flight, go back home, enjoy some time with my family, go to the beach, eat some chicken heart. As you know. Probably eat some sushi at night too. That would be nice for dinner.
Okay. And your mom's chocolate
I love
cake.
Sushi.
Oh yeah, your mom.
Yeah,
And
my
some
mom's
coffee.
chocolate. Every time I go back home, I say, "Mom, make lasagna and chocolate cake, please." That's the first thing I eat every time I get home.
Oh, wowzers.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be a perfect day.
My perfect day would be like, I need to go to a big mall with like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, like, you know, somewhere big, but I'm not paying for the shopping spree, but I want to go on a shopping spree.
Got it.
You know, and then get to go to like my nice hotel or whatever and like look at all my stuff. Yeah. And then go eat at a fancy place with like my friends or whoever's with me and like
what kind
just
of fancy
sleep.
place? We talking like a Fogo de Chao? Like we talking about Brazilian? Like, what are we talking
I don't know, like a mahogany's vibe maybe, but maybe a little more fancier than that.
Okay, yeah.
And like get to dress up and
Talk to
like
'em.
get to just enjoy like looking at the stars or something, and then just have a good sleep and not have to wake up. And the next morning, like with an alarm, just like wake up in my new stuff.
Ain't that the best type of sleep? When you go to bed without setting an alarm, you just be like,
Yeah.
I wake up when I wake up.
My Sundays are Sundays, so
God
we can just
bless
sleep in.
Yeah. Mine would be going to a beach. I've never been to a beach.
For real?
Really?
No. So
Gosh.
going to a beach would be lit.
You talk about a beach on a sea, on the sea,
Yeah.
or like any type of beach in general?
Like
Ocean?
any like ocean that look blue.
She's not talking about
Like
lake
pure-
beach. We're
I was
talking
saying,
about ocean.
okay.
Oh, ocean beach.
No,
yeah,
like
yeah, my
clarify, it was
bad.
like, bro, I'm
no,
pretty
it gotta
sure, like,
be.
Claremore.
Yeah, no.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying. They
we
gotta
ain't
be
doing
pure
that.
blue. I want to be able
Yeah.
to see my
Your feet.
white toes in the water. You know what I'm saying? What color my toenails are in the water. And I would like to go on the beach. Like I would actually wake up early, go watch the sunset on a beach. So I've never done that before. And then I would love to go on a shopping spree, like the biggest of the biggest.
Yes.
And then go home, take a nap. And I want it to be like a 4-hour nap in a dark room with a loud fan on. Wake up, get all cute, you know, do me. And then go somewhere with some bomb steak, mashed potatoes, and shrimp.
That sounds
Oof.
Grilled shrimp.
Why grilled? Interesting. Not sauteed?
Well, grilled, sauteed, you got to do it
Those
all.
are not the same.
Well, I want it grilled and sauteed. What you mean? Like
Okay.
cooked, whatever, with some seasoning on it. I want the plain stuff. This is my day, Corey. This is not yours.
You're ruining her day right there.
This is my day.
My fault.
So yeah, that's what I want, y'all. I don't know what Corey talking about, but that's what I want. And then end it with some like a lava cake, like a big old lava cake.
Talk to him.
You want ice cream on it?
Ice cream on the side,
Okay.
because I don't like it together.
Melty.
I don't like my food to touch. I'm like that.
I was always, bro. I wish the apple pie from yesterday
Ooh.
had a microwave.
I just had the ice
crazy.
cream. But that's
Anyways.
my, and then go home or go to like a nice hotel where you can see the ocean and stuff.
Yeah.
And I want to see a couple dolphins like jumping up in the air, and then I want to go to sleep.
I'm glad
That's
that
my night.
You're like mine wasn't the only one that was like shopping spree. I felt like y'all were getting wholesome, and I was like, dang. I just
No, I'm
wanted
not
to
gonna
go shopping.
I want a big day. I want to be exhausted after. So yeah, that's my day.
I
Sounds like a
appreciate
good
that.
day.
I appreciate the detail. You know what I'm saying? We can really envision
Yeah,
and go travel.
because
with you
I'm
through your
envisioning
day.
it right now. Like, that's my vision.
We can take it right now. Close your eyes.
I might fall asleep.
I don't blame. These chairs are super comfortable.
Yeah, they are.
Shout out RSU TV with these chairs though, because these nice.
Yeah, we got-
Anyway, I appreciate y'all. See, I just
You didn't say it was your perfect day.
Oh, my fault. I didn't know if y'all really cared, but it's
We
fine.
care.
Okay. Oh, tear. I wake up. Gotta make me a big breakfast. I need some pancakes, sausages, eggs, some orange juice, apple juice. Oh, you know,
Milk.
the work. Milk. Go need some milk. Do all that. Probably play the game for a while because you gotta let that food digest. And then you know what? I wouldn't mind going actually go run some fives with the homies. Play some pickup or something. Get some good runs in. 'Cause you don't want no trash runs. Then we'd probably come back to the crib, hang out, watch some movies, chill a little bit. You know, maybe go out later on, grab a couple of those adult beverages or whatever. Come back to the crib and game, and then, you know, go to sleep. Something simple, you know.
Cool little day.
Yeah, I'm not a real, you know, bougie person, you know. But yeah, but I appreciate y'all greatly for, you know, hanging out with me, getting to know y'all a little bit better on a deeper level. I hope that the people at home appreciate you wonderful individuals, and the success that y'all have had is just the beginning. So I look forward to that. Good luck tomorrow. But for Corey King and being on the Voices on the Hill, thank you to Mari, Alayzha, and Trinity for y'all time. We'll see y'all next time.
Thank you.